Hello, beautiful Agatha Mind family. Welcome again to another wonderful update. Thank you so dearly for always supporting. I really appreciate. If you are just coming across this wonderful family for the first time, or you are seeing my face for the first time, I still remain your one and only Agatha Progress, bringing you the news back to back. Remember, we react to all videos and your opinion is highly needed in the comment section. So carry your popcorn. Let's dive into what's happening today.
At the end of this video, you yourself can be able to put one or two things together and understand if these two are working together in order to destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had labored for, in order to pull down this great family that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had put together, that because of us, he is right now in the dungeon of DSS. And so doing, deliberately, to allow him to die. Now, what you are looking at right now, it is a notice. For those of us who are conversant with landlord and tenant palaba, if you're owing your landlord and you cannot be able to pay your rent, and then landlord will say, hey, I can't be able to accommodate you anymore, I need to get another tenant. But in this case here, this is a notification that Radio Biafra, and when I mean by Radio Biafra, the official Radio Biafra that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been broadcasting on, the official Radio Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ran it for 3 good years alone, from 2009 till 2012, before the beginning of Ipob. This is a notice that the Radio Biafra London will be expiring in the next 2 months. Here, 2 months. It's going to be expiring in the next 2 months. Now, for those of us who are not educated enough, I'm going to translate this in a bit by bit so that we can be able to digest this information and understand exactly what this first Gazeta notice means. You can see here, Radio Biafra Limited. The serial number, you cannot see it. I covered it. Then here it says, publication date in the Gazeta 26th of October 2021. That is to say that in the next 2 months, on the 26th of December, Radio Biafra will cease to exist. I'm going to explain this thing bit by bit. Bit by bit. Now, here, the registrar of the companies giving notice that unless cause is shown to the contrary, the company will be struck off the register and dissolved not less than 2 months from the date shown above. Upon the company's dissolution, all property and rights vested in or held in trust for the company are deemed to be bona vacantia and will belong to the crown. We belong to the crown. The crown. British crown. We belong to the crown. I want you to get that. So this grammatic here, we are going to destroy it and put it in a level that we can be able to understand. This one here, we're going to destroy it and bring it to the level that we can be able to understand. The dissolved. Some of us are conversant with this dissolve. We're also going to break it down so that we can be able to understand exactly what this grammatic means. So have it in mind that this is an expiring date of Radio Biafra. A station that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had run for 3 years alone, since 1999. Since 2009 to 2012. He ran it for 3 good years before he been able to put up this great family. And you are telling me that this great family cannot fund this family. Our leader said it, that we can fund this family for next 100 years. A more clarification concerning the expiring Radio Biafra is going to expire very soon. And Radio Biafra expiring, meaning that Ipob will be shut down. Natural death. Now let us go to the grammatic for those of us who don't understand grammatic. Now we're going to first of all start with this first notice of Gazeta. I see it on the other part that I showed you. The meaning of first Gazeta notice. A first Gazeta notice is a warning that a company will be struck off. Company house registered will be struck off due to non-compliance if unchallenged, and company will be dissolved, resulting in it being removed from the register and cease to exist legally. If no objection are received, the company will be dissolved. Now let us make a little bit of analysis here. A note of warning that the Ipob registered Radio Biafra will be expiring, and in this warning, chances were given for you to come in order to upgrade, in order to pay the dues, to make sure that the function of Ipob Radio Biafra is still functioning. If you did not comply, if you did not challenge it, the company will be dissolved, resulting in it being removed from the register and cease to exist legally. If no objection are received, the company will be dissolved. Now, let us go to the dissolving of the company or dissolving of IPOB. To officially and formally close IPOB while ceasing its operations and process worldwide, all assets of IPOB being legally responsible for will be dealt with properly. It means that since they cannot be able to tag us terrorists worldwide, they will use legally in order to close down this great movement. By whenever we go to ask for a protest, we cannot be able to do that. Because as long as the world is concerned, there is no problem in Nigeria. As long as the world is concerned, there is no problem in Nigeria. Nigeria is okay. There is no problem as long as Nigeria is concerned. This is exactly what it's saying. To officially, formally close down IPOB worldwide for its operational process worldwide. And all the assets of IPOB legally responsible for will be dealt with. Now let us go to this bona cantia. This bona cantia is a law in UK. For those of you who are based in UK, you understand what I'm saying. It means that a goods, that is to say, in this case, the IPOB registered as a company. In this case, the apparent owner, such as treasure, trove, or estate of a person dying in 10 states and without heirs, to which the crown may have right. What he's trying to say here is this, that because there is nobody to come and claim IPOB Radio Biafra in London, there is no heir to come and claim it. It means that the crown, the British crown, the Queen Elizabeth, will claim Radio Biafra. Now imagine, while we are imagining, I want you to focus on reality. This is a live presentation, question and answer session by Mazi Sanwo-Olu. On the 18th of August 2021, question and answer session with Mazi Sanwo-Olu on Radio Biafra live broadcast. And this is the beginning of the natural death of this great movement. An extract that I take my time to extract a particular portion that after this you are going to watch that clip. If you go to Rapture Media, IPOB Rapture Media, just go and search August 18, 2021. You are going to see it there. He said, and I quote, "This is an order coming from IPOB leadership. From now henceforth, every IPOB family protesting in Europe, any part of Africa, our protest will major in the Kenyan embassy. This is an instruction for every IPOB member. This information is coming from the IPOB leadership. Do not ask us what will be the benefit. You have already been going for petition, writing letter submission for extra rendition of our leader. But we are saying this evening, the 18th of August 2021, from tomorrow, the 19th of August 2021, those who have protest in diaspora, those who can protest in African countries, those who are in countries where protests are being allowed, every protest should be heading to Kenyan embassy. From tomorrow, the 19th August 2021. This is a specific destination we need to have protest. If you need to sleep there, we have to sleep there. And we need to let Kenyans to understand, because they think they can go away in this extraordinary rendition, this act of terrorism they committed against the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. So I am calling on all Biafran on behalf of Mazi Chika Edoziem and the leadership of IPOB that our destination now for protest specifically is at Kenyan embassy. Anywhere the Kenyan embassy is located around the world, that's our people can be able to protest. We need everybody to Kenyan embassy to veg our anger. While you are listening to the clip, I want you to pay very, very decisive attention. He is pronouncing Kenya with M. Kenyan. It doesn't make sense. Kenyan embassy. I took my time to listen to every word that he said during this Kenya embassy. Even for those of us who are not educated, can be able to pronounce Kenya. What is this code here? Why? This is a proof that this statement here is to make IPOB movement to die natural death. This is the proof. The issue of Radio Biafra, I will say allegedly, but this is the proof. Kenyan embassy. When you listen to it, then you can understand. Watch it.
This is an order coming from the IPOB leadership. From now henceforth, every IPOB family protesting in Europe, any part of Africa, our protest will major in the Kenyan embassies. I mean, this is an instruction every IPOB member. This information is coming from the IPOB leadership. Do not ask us what will be the benefit. You have already been going to submit petitions against the extraordinary rendition of our leader, but we are saying this evening, from tomorrow, those who have protests in diaspora, those who can protest in African countries, those who are in the countries where protests are being allowed, every protest should be heading to the Kenyan embassy. From tomorrow, these are specific destinations. If we need to sleep there, we have to sleep there. And we need to let Kenya to understand, because they think they can go away in this extraordinary rendition, this act of terrorism they committed against the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. So I'm calling all Biafrans on behalf of Mazi Chike Doziem and the leadership of IPOB that our destination now for protest specifically is at the Kenyan embassy. Anywhere the Kenyan embassy is located around the world and our people can protest, we need everybody to be heading to the Kenyan embassy to vent our anger.
On the same note, on the same date, August 18, 2021, question and answer session with Mazi Chinasamoro, somebody was asking a question or more about diplomatic measures by writing more letters to the British Parliament, to bombard them with letters. What is there to write a letter? What is there to write a letter? It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything. I was the one during the rendition of our leader when we want to start the first protest in Berlin. I was the one that suggested in my unit that we should write letter individually, but this order should come from the leadership of IPOB DOS to mandate every family to go and do what? Do it. And the DOS will provide an email so that when you, every week that you send a letter to your various municipality, you send the proof every week. You know what I'm saying now? And this is exactly what Mazi Chukwuka Dibia, a UK base, he suggested that more letters should be written to British Parliament, even if it's in hundreds. This is according to his words. And the person's name, like I said, Mazi Chukwuka Dibia, a UK base. You are going to watch it and listen to what he said. But in response, Mazi Chinasamoro responded on this date, 18th of August, 2021. He said, I don't think that if anybody should ask us if we have written letters to any office around the world, that he do not support writing letters. This is what the leader is saying. That those who want to write letters should go ahead and write letters. But for him and other comrades, and where they have seen it, and where the world politics are being played, that they must make sure that they do not blink in their decision. What is that decision? That they must not blink. I encourage you to go and watch it. I encourage you to go and search for it and watch it. But if you're too lazy, just let me know on the comment section. I will go and get it and upload it.
Coll, what's up? Can you hear me? Mazi, welcome to the program. I think it is Mazi Chukwuka, if I'm not mistaken. Mazi, can you hear me? Please go on.
Okay, Mazi Chukwuka from United Kingdom. Mazi Chukwuka is from our question. I want to ask one question to Mazi Chinasamoro. Today, I was watching British Parliament and how they were busy, debating about Afghanistan. But I live here in London, I live here in the UK, and I've not been seeing news about the kidnapping and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, even being a British citizen. So my question is, how have we ever written to British Parliament? I'm not talking of Downing Street, because we have been in Downing Street. Johnson is not even coming out. I want to know if DOS or this body, this great body, have written any letter to the British Parliament, addressed to British Parliament, this is by DHL or whatever, that British Parliament will receive it. I want to know if we have done that.
Thank you.
If we have done that, how many letters have we written to them? Because we need to bombard them with letters. Bombard them even if it's in 100.
Thank you. Let him answer it before you are asking and you are giving suggestions. Mazi Chinasa, can you
Mazi, I don't think somebody can ask us if we have written letter to any office around the world. We have IPOB members, they have done that years back. I do not support writing letter, because letter will give us nothing. Those who will write letter, let them continue to write letter. But for me and other comrades, and the way we have seen it, the way the world politics are playing, we must make sure we do not blink in our decision.
Having heard that they must not blink on their decision, I want you to take a look. Just take 5 seconds and observe this picture. I hope you're observing. Now, with all this observation now, I know that you might have picked one or two things. But what I'm trying to let you know is to go back again from the beginning so that you can be able to understand where I am coming from. But before I do that, this man, Mr. Mazi Darlington Imo. Mr. Darlington Imo might not know that we, the indigenous people of Biafra, was betrayed by somebody by leaking to the CNN for CNN to locate the location of our registered address. Now, the first picture you saw, when they located it, they had to walk on the street in order to make an open report. And then the second one, when she went to the bell door, but because the man was not expecting anybody, he had to pee from the window. Then, before he even come out, and while he was coming out, you can see he was holding a smartphone. That is to say that somebody who betrayed us, who leaked the location to the CNN, was the person that he is confirming if he is the one that sent these people. And what might be the story? What might be the story that he used to convince Mazi Darlington Imo in order for him to open the door and allow them to interview him? And now you will notice that there was a place where they did not allow him to speak. They have to mute it. But the particular portion I want to show you is just the particular portion that concerns this particular program.
This quiet London street is not exactly where you would expect to find the hub of a global network of pirate radio stations broadcasting their separatist agenda back into Nigeria. At the registered address, we meet Darlington Imo, Radio Biafra, a Kanu ally and Biafra sympathizer. Even with Kanu off the airwaves, his disciples remain committed to the cause. Do you think that Nnamdi's arrest, Mr. Kanu's arrest, means the end of the Biafran movement?
Definitely not. If you kill one general, another general, it takes his place. Definitely not. Yes. Definitely not. We want a referendum. We are not asking for. We are asking for a referendum, which is a civilized thing to ask for.
They have found the address, and she wants to make an open presentation. Who is that person that gave her or gave them the location to our registered address? On this note, you can see she was knocking at the door or ringing at the bell because the man was not expecting nobody. Because even the person that sent them or gave them the location or leaked the location to them did not even inform this man that CNN is coming. You're so saying now? He did not. That is why she had to knock on the door, and the man had to pee from the window. Hey, who is there? And by so doing, he had to calm down, because the woman might have told her that, is this a registration number? This is a social house number of Radio Biafra. You see, a confirmation. And the woman was standing by. You can see. Look at the way she opened her mouth like a pig. And the man was confirming. He wants to confirm because he's very surprised. But because he trusted whosoever that sent this woman to come and interview him, or not knowing to come and show the location of our Radio Biafra. This is the process. That is why I said that this year is the official killing the struggle naturally. They stopped us from protesting here, killing the spirit. Even the majority of people who are coming up to protest are not even many. In my unit, they are not many. When you call for protest, they don't come out. Now you are telling people that from order coming from IPOB leadership. Which leadership? Is it Mazen Namdekan who is suffering? Is it Mazen Namdekan that just told the worldwide that he is sick? That from now henceforth, every IPOB family protesting in Europe, any part of Africa, our protests will major in the Kenyan embassy. Now, this is where I want you to focus. Kenyan, because I know you have watched, you've seen what I'm talking about. Kenyan embassy. This is an instruction for every IPOB member. This information is coming from the IPOB leadership. Do not ask us why. Do not ask us what will be the benefit. Do not. It's a warning. This is a warning. So if you pick up your phone now to call and ask why, you will be sacked. If you pick up your phone now to ask why is it that we cannot protest in Nigerian embassy, we cannot protest in British embassy, because where are we supposed to be protesting? British embassy and Nigerian embassy. These two places are the places that is holding us hostage. Now look at it. That this information is coming from the leadership. Which leadership? Do not ask us why. What will be the benefit? Is a warning. People are not coming out to protest. We're even asking people to come out to protest, begging people to come out and protest. And now the spirit of the protest have now going down and down. Nobody's talking about protest anymore. Nobody's talking about protest anymore. The same thing, that is exactly what happened in Biafra land. To kill the struggle home and abroad, then close down Radio Biafra, then everybody go home. But that can never happen. Now, he said, you have already been going for petition letter submission for extraordinary rendition of our leader, but we are saying this evening, the 18th August 2021, from tomorrow, the 19th of August 2021, those who have protests in diaspora, those who can protest in African countries, those who are in countries where protests are being allowed, every protest should be handed to Kenyan embassy. Not Kenya, but Kenyan. From tomorrow, the 19th. These are the specific destination. Why? Because there is something wrong. You also say now, something wrong. This is not just in Biafra land. Here in diaspora. This is a specific destination. If we need to sleep there, we have to sleep there, and we need to let Kenyan to understand, because they think that they can go away in this extraordinary rendition. Who is saying that the Kenyan will go away? Kenya is Jara, because there's no way that we'll go to protest in British embassy, Nigerian embassy, that will not visit Kenya. It's impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible. Now, he said, the terrorists committed against the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. So I am calling all Biafrans on behalf of Mazi Chika Edoziem. Do you see the reason why? And the leadership of IPOB, which by what he meant is DOS. That our destination now for protest specifically is at Kenyan embassy. Anywhere the Kenyan embassy is located around the world that our people can protest, we need everybody to go to Kenyan embassy to veg our anger. So like I was saying, when the man now feel comfortable, Mazi Darlington Imo, he thought that he was having an interview, not knowing that it's a process for IPOB to die natural death. You remember the 9th of August 2021, the first cancellation of everyday sit at home till our leader Mazi Namdekan is released to us unconditionally. Without any justification, it was cancelled. 18th of August 2021, the official killing of IPOB worldwide with an authority of power of DOS, killing the zeal of the people in a sense that we are not even having enough people to join the protest on the ground, but the ones that we are already destroyed, discouraged by the power of authority. I hope you also remember the CNN reports on the location of Radio Biafra, reporting us as the pirates. Also remember on the 17th of September 2021, one day sit at home, which was a diversion of attention to please IPOB worldwide, because Nigeria can afford only one day. If they can spend billions of dollars, billions of naira, billions of pounds in order to suppress whatever news that is coming up in Nigeria, so what the hell? Why can't they just forget about one day sit at home, which was a tag, and it makes sense on the 17th of September as a Sabbath Day. But one day, it diverted our attention. Now, do you also remember the number 4? Expiring of Radio Biafra from the 26th of October 2021 to 26th December 2021. And another 1 week sit at home cancellation from the 5th of November to 10th of November. Now, that is to say you,
I don't really want to talk too much on this specific issue again, because everybody's now is confused. Our head is fed up. Let's focus on how we can release the leader of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because with this analysis, in fact, people must definitely doze off. People are taking overdose already. Please, I want to drop your opinion in the comment section. What do you understand by this analysis? What our brother just analyzed? Please drop it. I'm still learning and I want to hear from you before I made my normal comment. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate. Do want to share this video, like and subscribe if you haven't. I still remain Agatha Progress here on YouTube any day, anytime. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.